Hello everybody, Super Tim 101 here, and welcome back to another build review. It's a series where I go over my favorite mechs and my favorite builds, whether they are considered meta or not. And today's mech is the Stalker 5S, and this is the special variant given out for participating in the 2022 Competitive Championship Series. And it's got this kind of cool triangle pattern. I changed the colors a little bit to make it a little more muted, a little bit less. But I really like the Stalker. Stalkers in general are really good mechs. They have a very good sort of brawling profile where you can splash damage in a similar way to the Bushwhacker or the Marauder. But like the Bushwhacker or Marauder, they also have these huge side torsos that can be easy to isolate as well, so you have to be careful when you are in a brawl. The arms, of course, aren't shield at all. They're just weapon platforms. But it is a great mech. The Stalker in general can run a lot of different things on it. And this mech, I like it because if you've been following my channel at all, you know that I like AMS. And this is one of the few mechs that can run the dual AMS in terms of a assault variant. And so why don't we jump into the mech lab and see what we're running. Let's check out the quirks first. We've got energy range plus 10%, missile heat generation minus 10%, and laser duration minus 5%. So you could actually, it has 6 energy hardpoints. You could actually run it as a pretty effective laser vomit or energy weapons platform. But I actually think that using the 2MRMs or the 2 missile slots for big MRM launchers is actually a good use of the MRMs because they are on the torsos instead of the arms. So you don't have to worry about them getting blown off. And MRM30, it's not the most heat efficient, but it still slaps pretty hard and kind of gets you a lot of damage. MRMs are really good for farming damage and quick play, just because they hit for a lot, but they do splash damage everywhere, so you tend to sandpaper mechs. That's okay. So the 2 MRM30s plus 6 medium lasers, the mech is pretty toasty, but you get in there and you have a 90 alpha, so even if it's toasty, people feel when you put all your weapons into their mech. Again, I'm running the 2 AMS just because I really like AMS. I don't know. I like playing support. This is the best way to play support in this game. There's really no other support role. There's not like a healer. There's not a... I suppose you could be a Narc Raven, do some information warfare, but you're not contributing a whole lot. So AMS is just a good way to do that. And when lower tiers, I've noticed that AMS is really super useful. There's missiles everywhere. In higher tiers, it's a little bit more hit or miss. But I really like it, so I'm going to continue to run it. And I was really excited to get this mech because it was basically a C-Build boosted version of my favorite Stalker. So I do run 4.5 tons of MRM ammo, which is usually enough, and a light engine 300. And on the Stalker, that gets you 57.2 kph, which is pretty speedy for an 85-ton assault mech. So with all that said, let's jump into the skills and check out what we're running there. First, you want all of your missile nodes, your laser duration nodes, full heat gen. Again, the mech is spicy, but with that 90-point alpha, it is pretty good. I run full range on this, but if you run as more of a brawler, you don't have to use that. You can maybe run more into some auxiliary or other things like that. And then some points left over that I had put into cooldown. Of course, you want full armor hardening and skeletal density, AMS overload because you are an AMS mech, full cool run, full heat containment. One in seismic sensor. Actually might try to find room to put another seismic sensor just because it is more of a brawl mech, even though it has like a 300 to 600 meter range RMs. But that information is really useful. And then, of course, 3 points into radar deprivation, 1 UAV, and double cool shot. So that is the mech. Those are the skills. Let's jump into a game, and I hope you enjoy. The other way.
Target acquired.
Oh, I forgot to put my consumables on again.
Oh no!
No, bad times. I knew I should have just...
Cappuccino.
Let's back off. He's gonna run to his team.
Affirmative.
What'd he say?
To the back
New
off.
target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Target spotted.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, I don't think I want
They'll
to.
just pick us off from the side. I'm gonna head wide into Fox 5 and
Target spotted.
see if I can't.
2 or 3 looking from Echo 4 in towards the
Oh
center.
shit! Hold it. Turn around. Turn around.
Spotted.
What do you have in Delta 5?
Good firing lane to the center.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Are there any enemy mechs in
Target
Delta 5?
destroyed. New target
spotted.
acquired.
I don't think there are. Okay.
Nope.
Target spotted.
Are you going into the center?
Well, they've rotated away from the center,
New
so
target
you-
acquired.
Okay.
Target spotted.
go around behind them.
All right. I'm coming with
Oh,
you.
never mind.
New
Never
target
mind. Never mind. Never
acquired.
mind.
Target spotted.
Golf all the way in Charlie 4. There's 2 assaults. Charlie 4.
It's Delta 4.
All right.
Okay, don't turn around. I was trying to hit the light.
Yeah, you need to just run away from them, and we need to crush everyone else.
New target.
All right, let's
There
push.
are
Echo.
several assaults in Charlie 5, Delta 5 corner.
All right, let's push Echo 4 then.
Affirmative.
Going in.
Hold up just a second, Tim.
Spotted.
There's a UAV above me. So
Okay, you can push.
Target spotted.
Follow the king crab.
Target spotted.
Fucking
oh my gosh.
Jesus. Oh. What the hell? I'm pretty sure that was all team damage.
New target acquired.
Oh, got some coming up behind us.
Level critical.
Not sure what's going on with that guy.
Target
He
destroyed.
was stuck. All right.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Foxtrot.
Yeah,
He's running away.
there's definitely a griffin.
Those and
Target spotted. We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy.
Get him in the back.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
run
Damn.
away.
I'm right behind you, Tim.
Okay.
Well, not right behind you, so if you need to stop and back up, you can, but I'm coming around the corner now.
Critical. Override shutdown. Heat level critical. Override shutdown.
I think if you get that Griffin's right arm off, he will lose his guns, his snubs.
Target
New
spotted.
target acquired. Heat level critical.
We've lost target spotted. We can't lose any more soldiers.
Going for that right torso.
Yep.
Fuck.
Override shutdown. Center torso critical damage.
Okay.
Heat
Alright,
sink
cool.
destroyed. Override
5v5?
shutdown.
Target
Heat
spotted.
level critical. Override shutdown.
Shit!
Eating a lot.
Yeah, Mir just did too.
Critical. Override
Fired a full alpha.
shutdown. Target destroyed.
Fucker! Had a flamer.
New target acquired.
I'm open CT.
I've got armor. Let me tank.
Target spotted.
I think Fox 5 has most of the leftovers. So there was that one Griffin, I don't know if he's still up.
He's
Yeah, he's over
he's
there.
legged. Griffin's legged.
Target spotted. We're taking
Oh
critical
yeah, there it
losses.
is.
We need you to pull through.
I've got armor. Let me tank. Are they all three over there?
Target spotted.
Can probably take him.
Oh, Griffin's legged at least.
Yeah, and open CT. Really bad.
Oh.
New target
Yep, there's a
acquired.
light.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Hotel.
The Madcap Marauder has a flamer.
Fuck.
Heat level
Fucking
critical.
flamers. I wouldn't have survived.
Whoa, what?
She just opened right torso.
Critical.
Am I in the building?
Right torso
Holy shit,
critical
okay.
damage. Left torso
You might be.
critical damage.
Fucking.
It's shut
He overheated.
Shut down.
Shut down.
Heat level critical.
Nice.
New target acquired. Override
Are they
shutdown.
Wow.
running flamers?
No, he's got smalls.
Heat level critical. Override shutdown.
We're detecting
Whew.
more hostiles.
GG. Shadowcat got stuck.
Nice.
Oh no.
Good game, guys.
Nicely done.
Yeah. That was a very close game.
That was without cool shots, which I have space for 2. Well,
Yes.
not have been that hurt.
Wow, nice damage, Tim.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. 1,000 damage.
So I just wanted to do a brief recap of that game. As I said at the beginning of it, I had forgotten to put my consumables on, which would have been really helpful because I overheated quite a lot in that game, and I would have been able to keep firing, especially at that Corsair and maybe the Timberwolf. But I would have had a little more health. It still worked out, but you can see how the consumables would have really helped if I had those cool shots. But the mech can tank, man. It took a lot of damage, even to the CT. It has 72 structure with skills in the CT, so it can still tank some damage. But it really is sort of like a shock and awe mech. You walk in and you do your giant alpha, and people are like, "Whoa, what was that?" You can open up components, most components on a lot of heavies, even some assaults with that stuff, especially if they've been weakened, just a little bit. So it's a lot of fun. Again, at lower tiers, your double AMS is going to pay off a lot. You're going to shoot down hundreds of missiles. At higher tiers, sometimes you run into a LERB squad, or you run into ATM boats, or every now and then you'll run into a LERB boat. So that can still be helpful. If ATMs aren't, or AMS aren't your thing, then you can drop it for, you can get a little more room in here for other things, maybe a higher engine. You can maybe fit another heatsink in or something like that. But this particular build, in terms of 2 large MRM launchers and a bunch of medium lasers, can fit on a lot of different stalkers, and so it's just an effective use of your space, of your payload. But you can also run it as an energy platform as well. I really like it. It's really super effective, like most stalkers are. So that is the mech. That was the game. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you like this kind of content, think about subscribing. Thanks, and have a great day.